But we begin with Chanley Painter breaking details on the suspect found overnight. Chanley.
Hey, good morning.
Yeah, Chanley. Hey, good morning.
So investigators believe the suspect behind Saturday's deadly attack at Brown University is also responsible for killing an MIT professor days later. Police
Yes, he's the responsible for killing MIT professor. Yes, this is all linked. You
on
understand?
Thursday said the alleged gunman died
There are police right here. We are just shooting them from the helicopter airspace.
from a self-inflicted gunshot wound at a storage facility in Salem.
He died from the self-inflicted gunshot wound. He killed himself doing the gun. It's kind of suicidal thing.
New Hampshire. The suspect, a 48-year-old Portuguese
48-year-old man, Portuguese living
national,
residence.
briefly studied at Brown University more than
Yes, more than 2 decades ago.
20 years ago as a graduate student. He did so on an F1 visa and was
Yes,
eventually
F1 visa.
able to obtain legal permanent resident status.
Yes, Portuguese nationality living in US as legal permanent residence.
Prior to that, the alleged gunman attended the same academic program as
Yes.
the MIT professor back in Portugal between 1995 and
Same thing, the same they have links right there.
2000. Officials highlighting how they were able to connect him to the murder.
Attended the same university in Portugal as MIT professor Nuno Loureiro from 1995 to 2000, where they both studied physics together.
So investigators identified the vehicle that he had rented in Boston and then drove to Rhode Island. There was security footage that captured him within a half mile of the professor's residence in
Yes, the security will capture half mile from the for the professor's residency. That's we got the lead on this, that he is the one killed the professor too.
Brookline. And there is a video footage of him entering an apartment building in the location of the professor's apartment. And then later that evening, he is seen about an hour later entering the storage unit.
Yes, some hours later, he's seen entering the storage unit where he found dead.
Now, how police were able to
You can understand, police were able to get onto this video right here. You can understand.
ID the suspect vehicle is all due to a homeless man referred to John.
This is the homeless man referred to the John. John is also a student, previous student of the Brown University.
In the affidavit, police are crediting John for, quote, cracking the case
John will be able to get the $50,000, the main we have.
wide open. John told police he had encountered the suspect in the building before the shooting and followed him out. Police confirmed John is that anonymous second person police were looking to speak
Yes, John said yes, he's the one.
to because he was seen in surveillance video and then video encountering the suspect. So John is also the same person who posted the tip on Reddit
Yes, he posted a tip on Reddit saying anonymously these things.
describing the gunman's suspicious vehicle in great detail. This man's information and tip led authorities to locate the car and then
Yes, they located the car with the tip got by the John itself
the suspect's identity, even though the
on the Salem, New Hampshire.
suspect used multiple license plates trying to evade authorities.
Yes, he uses multiple license plates on the same car.
Well, meanwhile, in the wake of these shootings, DHS Secretary Kristi Noem has now paused that visa program in which the individual was able to enter the United States. Todd, back to you.
Chanley Painter, thank you. With that, let us bring in former Chief of Police at Southern Connecticut State University, Joe Dooley. He's on my right, and former Rhode Island Advisory
All right, Rhode Island Advisory is here.
Commission member for Emergency Management, Jeff Kelly, on the left. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. And what I think is so valuable about your insight this morning, we have had a number of
All right, and on left, everyone on the right, man.
security law enforcement experts on the program, on the channel, over the course of the last 24 hours and all week long, in fact. But your focus is on hardening institutions, be it schools, hospitals, whatever, to make sure that if something like this is about to happen, that
Yes, what really happened right there?
it doesn't, or if it does, we find the suspect immediately. And Joe, I'm going to start with you. What stands out to me, the fact that the thing that blew this case wide open was a random homeless guy who provided the necessary
Yes, a very random homeless guy provided the necessary details we needed. No one knew if he is not coming out as a lead. We never knew who the suspect was who killed him.
connections and information to tie all this together speaks volumes to me about the lack of proper cameras, security.
He just ran from there when the homeless came. He ran here.
On the campus of Brown. Joe.
Yes, absolutely.
He just go following her like, what are you doing, man? You are feeling like suspicious right here. What you doing?
It was an incredible job that they did in finally bringing this to a conclusion.
Yes, he just ran into him. You understand? You can see in the video footage right here.
Information at the beginning of this incident, as it's unfolding, is absolutely critical. Having the information to the hundreds of law enforcement were there Saturday night in Providence, and it can be very chaotic without information. Having the information at hand, the videos, the radio communications, and interoperability is so critical.
Jeff, the president of Brown University, Christina Paxson, shockingly said during a press conference yesterday, when all this started going down, quote,
Yes, what president of Brown University is really sad, understand?
I don't think a lack of cameras in that building had anything to do with what happened. To me,
Yes or no, this is the very vague thing to say about you do not have anything to just know. What are you making? You're just funding your pocket from the money people just students give you to read on it. You just do not save them $90,000 a year, and you cannot save the persons living right there. They're not even safe right here.
that statement is completely incongruous. So do you. I ask, what do all schools, whether you're a kindergarten, a preschool, or a college and university, need to do to make sure they harden their targets starting yesterday?
Well, I mean, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and the timeliness of it is critical. By being able to share immediate video out to agency or agencies, multiple agencies, within 5 to 10 seconds, which is what NutriLink provides, that gives them a live picture of what transpired.
And to be clear, you work for a company named NutriLink who provides these very services. I want to be
All right, you can understand there are some video footage of the camera from the some car around there.
completely clear about that. Let's go back to the the Attorney General for Massachusetts, on the difficulty of tracking the suspect through his.
Yes, there is so much difficulty. If that man do not come as a John, the homeless guy, no one can find the suspect.
phone. I want you to listen to this.
So he was using an application on his phone, and there have been a couple things. The Google phone doesn't allow officers to ping the direct location and get real-time location information about the phone. There was also beliefs that he was using SIM cards that were possibly European SIM cards that are
European SIM cards, all right.
carried through a provider in the United States, but does not provide real-time information about tower connections.
All right, this is the main thing.
She's not the Attorney General. She's the Attorney for the District of Massachusetts. But regardless, what stood out to me is that earlier in this week, you heard law
You can see the footage right here.
enforcement obviously has been working this case hard. You heard this synopsis there. They were very quick, law enforcement across the board, to say there was no connection between MIT and Brown.
Yes, they're saying there was no connection, no connection, no connection. I'm 100% sure, but right here, wow, it's a total flip right here, total flip, right?
We reported it. We said there was no connection, according to what authorities say. And now they're obviously backtracking because they see a connection. Why do you think, Joe, as somebody who has run a campus police system, why do you think they were so quick to come out and say, nope, nothing
Yes. Why they are so quick to say no connection at all?
to see here?
These incidents unfold quickly. I can't speak to it. I wasn't involved in that, but I will say that the information can be very disconnected and not fluid. In that particular case, it's really unclear. They may not have believed that they were connected at that time, but clearly.
But man, you cannot see anything like not connected unless you have a proof in it.
Once the evidence came to them and the reports came to them, they were able to make that happen.
It seems odd that they would even come out and say something as definitive. Just say, we don't know. Like, we're working that, we're trying to figure
Yes, we are working, we are trying. This is the things they have to say. This is a statement. Do not make it smell like, no, it's not connected. Like 100% sure. You're not be 100% sure, boy.
it out. Quickly, Jeff, before we let you go, as parents prepare to send their kids back January 5th or whatever going into the new year, will this attack change the expectation of security on campus throughout the country?
Yes, no security at the campus.
Do you think?
Well, at a minimum, it has to change the culture. The culture starts at the top. The president at this University of Brown is going to have to make a statement before the college kids come back from winter break that this is what we're doing moving forward, because the status
Something to do right here, right?
quo, as we've learned from some parents, at $92,000 a student to attend Brown, they're not going to send
Yes, $92,000 a student to attend Brown. This is what I'm talking about. He just exposed right here, and I made a video. A person exposed the scam they are making in a Brown. He's the alumni. He's the main. He's the one getting the top A number of students, and that video is you have to see if you're understanding what is really happening at the Brown here. There's a full scam from the outside, not looking exopizal, but from the back end they have a scam on the pillar of it. Spine scam.
their student to a university that they don't feel safe in.
It's such a great point. And I remember when I was in school, I went to one of these bucolic Ivy League schools where you could walk in any building anytime you wanted. There was no security. That was 25 years ago. That was a much different world. Things need to change now.
They do.
Joe and Jeff, thank you so much for your insight. Very
Yes, things need to change, and this is not autopsy release for Brown University suspect. I'm gonna watch this video for all of you guys, but understand this is the safety issue. Be safe and be your loved ones safe.